Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So, with the weather getting warmer, there's lots of things going on outside now. We outside, we're doing the things. I had to go into the city, as we say, when we're from outer borough living, where it's a little less crazy. Every time I go on the subway, it's something maddening and jarring going on. So, I had to go to Union Square, make sure I was going the right way. There was a dance parade. American tap dance. I do love a good tap moment, but it was really interesting seeing the juxtaposition. Yes, I said it. That's the word of the day. Of all of these dance forms and dance companies lined up together doing the thing, and seeing how there's just like this kind of homogenized version of a lot of folk dance. This was really interesting to witness. And then I was cruising just a little bit. Poppy was having trouble. I wanted to jump on the back of that. Anyway, I was going live during this whole thing and my phone started dying. So I headed over to the Apple store and caught this. So I charged my phone, looked at the exorbitant prices of these new phones that are all the same, and then I read some of the New Yorker to pass the time. So I was going over to the Whitney to see 2 exhibitions about AI.
Excuse me, I have a question. I'm not crazy or anything, I promise.
Okay. What's going on? Can't handle it.
Trust me, you're smart.
There's something just so funny about how this epicenter of capitalism, where Chelsea meets the meatpacking district, meets Hudson Yards, meets the High Line, it's nestled in this like really weird place where all this queer history resides, and the West End Highway. This guy was selling these weird hats. He actually had to move from off of the sidewalk. They were having issues. Anyway, there's a beach now on the West Side Highway that I might check out eventually near Christopher Street Pier. There's a little island over there. This is where I usually tell people to go when they're being touristy. There were several new exhibitions up. The Whitney is actually huge. It's a really wonderful space, and there's a lot of places to put art. But I was there for the biennial. I already made a video about this with the Hudson Yards gentrification satirical video art. That was a cute little thing. There wasn't a lot of photography, but the Whitney usually has photography. This was one of my favorite pieces, artists that they had. I just really like these paintings. They're very up my alley. They were very graphic. They were very powerful. They were very large. There's a lot more video art going on than photography, and a lot of film. They actually have a film series there now. So many good times. Right up there. There she is peeking out. Sister girl. Mother. That's where I'm trying to get to. Over there. What's that? There is a little island. And a little beach. Yeah. This is actually a really good place to take a date. I was supposed to actually go on a date here, but I got my period and I just I was having issues. But highly recommend. Great views. There's a bar on the top floor. So we're here. This is my gratuitous fit check that nobody cares about. Then I was back in. What I really liked is that there was this kind of overreaching, like hinting around to queer culture, specifically black queer culture. And I think because of where the museum is situated, it is important to pay homage to that. But yeah, this was my other favorite piece, which I can't really show you because it's a little graphic. But you might want to Google this artist if you're into that. It was a very interesting piece. Here it is in its full splendor. It was about abortion. More views of the West Side Highway and the piers. So this was a major exhibit. It's gone now, but it was fun while it lasted, about this vintage AI machine that was created by this artist and the implications of technology and art and the current socio-political climate. So it was interesting to see like the biennial was about like how technology and artificial intelligence has inspired people today, paired with this exhibition of like how it lived in the 70s and 80s. Those paintings were a little bit jarring, but I get it. It was interesting to see. So here's Marsha. I got a little photo op with her. I didn't see this one here before. I don't know when that came. So then it was back out into the madness of the city and the gentrification everywhere and the hustle, bustle, madness of the subway. I had to take like 3 different trains just to get to the one that I needed to get home because everything was broken and crazy and the announcements were loud and inaudible. But we made it eventually, and I was feeling refreshed and excited to kind of get back into it. I have some stuff that I have to do that I don't want to because I'm scared, but maybe I'll get ChatGPT to help me out.